long time no see. I'm trying to be mysterious right now because actually I was looking back at the last video that I showed you, or my last braces update I looked at, and so much has changed. So much. You ready to see? Are you ready? Oh my gosh. I'm in shock, actually. I'm in shock. I have no gaps on the bottom front. And those bad boys were riding solo in the beginning. And my gap on the front, that's teeny tiny. My orthodontist says like a 1.2 millimeter right now. And I was like, is that good? She's like, well, it was like at a 4 or 5 before. Well, like, I mean, I guess that's a good thing. I don't know why I asked that question, but I did. Anyway, in my last video, we were just doing wires and bands around each bracket, but actually I graduated in my next appointment to power chains. Power chains, it's just a link of bands that pull your teeth together. So they wrap around each bracket and they just kind of, like bands do, they want to retract. So that's where all this progress has come from. We started out with my top 2 front teeth with the power chains, and then the bottom 4 front. I've expanded to 4 in the front, and then 6 or 4 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and now I'm at 6 on the top and 8 on the bottom. And it just made a world of difference. Actually, I'm in the second cycle of the 6 on top and 8 on bottom right now. My next appointment is about 6 weeks or so. So I'll update you guys then and see if maybe we add on more. Maybe we won't. I have no idea. But my experience with power chains, I think, is, I don't know, like, you guys, I was not prepared. So the first time they put them on, like I said, the top front were just 2. It was just 2 power chains between my 2 front teeth. But actually they had to skip a link because my gap was just so big. And even then, even though they skipped a link, it still hurt so stinking much. I was like, oh my gosh, but I was not prepared for my next appointment because I did not skip a link in my next appointment, and it literally felt like they were gonna rip my tooth out. Like when they were pulling, I was going with them. Like I was so nervous. I was convinced my tooth was gonna come out with how hard they were pulling, but obviously it didn't. But that was just the beginning of the pain to come because actually power chains are really, really painful. It was like really achy. My bottom jaw was really achy and my top jaw as well. And actually just kind of consumed my whole head. And ultimately I ended up with this headache that I couldn't shake. Normally I can sleep, eat, or drink it off, drink some water. It was not working. So I did resort to some medication and it did help some, but the aches lasted probably for like 4 days. And that was actually until like each time I would get my adjustment, it would hurt again. But this last appointment, I didn't feel it. And I think that's because there's just been so much progress made that the aches are like minimal. I mean, there were some, but I wasn't like drooling with a lisp all over again and just struggling overall with like achiness. It wasn't like interfering with my life. So that's good. That's good. But I am in shock. Like, I am actually in shock. So this is like 7 months progress between what I'm filming now and the last video that I uploaded. That's a big difference. I feel like that's a long time, but also it's not very much time at all. So I don't know. I still feel like in my head I have a gap. My orthodontist asked me that, like, how do I feel? And I mean, I feel like the girl that still has a gap. When I see myself, when I actually look at my teeth, I am a little bit shocked. But it's fine. It's fine. I just need to readjust what I view myself as, right? I'm not the girl with the gap and glasses anymore. Well, kind of a small gap now, at least for the time being. But anyway, so this time around, I ended up getting pearl bands. I did throughout these last few months, I tried out a navy blue band. I went with dark gray. And then I'm back to my pearls. My pearls are just my favorite. I mean, it just, I don't know. I think it's kind of cute. The pearl bands are my favorite. And they don't stain so much. The dark blue, obviously, I couldn't tell if they stained or not. The navy, or not the navy, the dark gray, I don't know. I mean, it was so dark, I don't know. But I just feel like the difference between the dark grays that I had just this last time and this one, it just, I don't know, it just brightens up my whole face. That's my opinion. Take it as you will, but this is my teeth. It's crazy. I did get a question in one of my last videos. I think it was actually the last video that I did. What's going to happen with the skin between my teeth? So the skin immediately between my teeth, it looked like a little, like, I don't know, a little bell, kind of like the thing in the back of your throat, but not so much. Uvula, I can never say that right. Anyways, that's not what this is. This is my frenum. This right here, the skin right here, nothing's gonna happen necessarily. If it's too bulky, they might like take some of it down, but they're not gonna remove it. But I will get a frenectomy, and that will mean that I am gonna have, you see that skin? That's gonna be gone. That's gonna be taken away, because apparently that pressure, that tension, pulling, it causes spacing. I don't know. I'm not an orthodontist. I just trust what they've been saying. I mean, I think the proof is in the pudding. They know what they're doing, right? But that's going to be removed. Some places do a laser removal. Other people will use a scalpel. My office will be using a laser. So that's supposed to happen at the end. So I don't know. Like maybe like right before I get my braces off. Something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's going to happen afterward. I don't know. But it's fine. I am willing to wait as long as I have to, because actually I find it very, very intimidating. Very intimidating, but I actually heard that it's not so bad. But still, like, you're gonna be burning off my skin. That's freaking me out. And it's gotta be like all up in my face too. Like, it couldn't be like, you know, like I can't like turn away, you know, like it's gotta be right there. I can't turn away. You guys need me to like face you. Anyways, it's just, I'm getting all worked up about it. But in the grand scheme of things, it's like a non-issue, but it still freaks me out. So, the other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is dental cleanings. I've had two. I think the first one that I had with my braces happened right after my last appointment. And that did not go over very well. I was actually really disappointed in my cleaning, and I actually shared it with the orthodontist team, and they agreed with me that it was like not a very good cleaning. So I ended up going to somebody else this last time, which was about a couple weeks ago now, and it was a lot better. So I guess this is just a PSA, like, whether you have braces or not, they need to do a good job. Like, that's the whole point of getting your dental cleaning, is for them to do a deep cleaning, and it doesn't matter if you have braces or not. They should just do it. I don't know if the lady was maybe having an off day, maybe she wasn't super familiar with braces. I'm not sure. Maybe she wasn't feeling good. I have no idea, but it was disappointing to walk away from that dental cleaning, and it just didn't feel too good. Like, I could feel my teeth did not feel very clean, you know? So anyways, my little one, my little baby, the reason why I went MIA is up now. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna end it here. If you guys have any questions, any comments, leave them in the description. Not in the description, leave them in the comment section. This is me slowly easing my way back onto YouTube. So I am going to hold myself accountable. I will post an update in my next appointment. I will do it. You guys can hound me if you need to. It won't bother me. You can hound me all you need. So anyways, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!